Hi, I'm Anita, and today we're back in Twisted Wonderland. So today I'm going to do something a little different, but first a disclaimer. So I wouldn't call myself a pro gamer at this game, so take this with a grain of salt, but I thought this would at least, especially if you're new to the game, get you started and help you get pretty far, especially if you're new to the game and don't know where to start. Especially so with this event, I can't tap on it, so I'm above where I'm tapping. I think you'll want and need really strong cards right now for this event. Don't worry, I'm planning on covering that event as soon as I can. It's kind of a more slow going event, so those of you who haven't tried it yet and don't know, that event's gonna take you a while. You want to get started, trust me. And you'll want very strong cards. So I'm going to show you how I build my cards. So here we go. So I couldn't help myself. I had to pull for Crowley. I hope I'm saying his name right. So I did. I pulled for him. So this is the card I'm mostly going to build today. I might switch to one or other two cards to demonstrate some things or show you some things, but we'll be starting with this card at least. So I'm a very visual person, so I decided I'm going to walk you through how I level a card up. And so someone on YouTube actually said and pointed out, I wish I could remember exactly how they said it, but they said something to the effect of, if you want strong teams, you have to have strong cards, which makes total sense. So let's go into the actual building. So where you want to start first, I believe, the best place to at least get started is to get your card at least to level 40. Why level 40? So if you read here, I didn't know that. Oh, there's a vignette to his card. I am so reading that. Sorry, got distracted, got excited about that. So it says here that to groovify it, and I'm tapping on the side here. We're in this section here. We were here. Now we're here, where I'm tapping. It says right here, you need your card to be level 40 and higher. And then you have to read all of the vignettes to this card to groovify it. Why do you want to groovify it? Because it unlocks your card and makes it more powerful and stronger. So you want to groovify it as soon as you can. The other cards, so R and SR, I believe they're like level 20 and then level 30. You only have to worry about getting them to those levels to unlock them. For SSR cards, it's 40. So that's the first thing I try to do and I prioritize with cards is getting it to level 40. And let's do that now. Whoops. Together, and I'll show you. Let's see what Curly has to say when he levels up. Let's see. He's so vain, isn't he? I guess they're all vain, aren't they? Alright, so see how right here it says done? Now I have to read all of his vignettes for this card to be able to groovify it. So actually I forgot before I read the vignettes. So you actually too, so not only do you have the card level here, you have the vignette level. So the vignette level unlocks the stories, and then you got to go read the vignettes, and then you can groovify them. So right here, if you have a bunch of items like me to upgrade your cards, you can use them. If you don't, I'll show you where you can get them. Let's do this though right now. Here we go. Oh, I can't wait to read these.
あなたは本当に素直で優秀な生徒ですね。ところで私、事務作業が溜まっているのですが、内申点をもう少し稼ぎたくは。
Sure, you're kidding.
いえ、さすがに冗談です。
Sure, you're kidding, Curly. So if we go into lessons, I'll show you how to do it, how to level your cards up in this section here. So if we go into this section here, so Crowley's one of my new cards. So
この
if
授
I
業で合ってま
want,
す？いつもは時間割を確認しないもので。
how did Crowley become the head of Night Raven College? Do you think we'll go into his story? Especially after getting his card now, I'm like, now there's more mystery behind him than there was before. So in this section here, history, this levels up your card. Not the vignette level, but your card level. It's slower, but you can upgrade your card level here, that way. And then flight levels up your vignette level. I obviously have it maxed, so I don't need it. You won't need to do flight lessons as much as leveling up lessons. It is slower than using items, but it's not quite as slow as the history lessons. So in case you're new here and unsure where to find the vignettes, so go into stories, and then right here where I'm clicking, this is main story, this is vignettes. So write down main story, and you just click to the character that you want to read their vignettes. All right, so I unlocked all of Crowley's vignettes. I didn't read them because I'm trying to get through this tutorial. I'm dying to read them though. I can't wait. Now see how so it says here, this is done and this is done. Now we need Raven candies to groovify him. I know this is a lot of steps. That's why I'm doing this tutorial, so this isn't so daunting and confusing. So candies, most of the time you earn, I'll show you. You can earn them actually in daily. So right here where I'm clicking, in this section here, you can earn them there, or you can buy them in the shop. And I'll show you. My game will load. So if you go into standard shop, so this section here in alchemy, see, here's the candies. I need Crowley's candies, and I need 5, I think it was. I'm pretty sure for all SR, or not SR, SSR cards, I think they all call for 5.
Thank you.
But don't quote me on that. Alright, now we can groovify this card, so here we go. Alright, so now we're groovified. I should mention actually, and I'm realizing now I probably should have done spells first before groovifying. I like to groovify them as soon as I can, personally. Sometimes during events, they won't let you groovify the card until after the event, so beware of that. So sometimes a card that is featured during an event, they won't let you groovify it until the event is over. So what I do, at least if I can't groovify the card, is I level up the card like you saw, and then I get the card to at least level 5. If you've seen my tutorials for events, you've seen that. Actually, with this one, it says that if I want to unlock the full power of this spell for this card, I need to get it to level 10. I think here it says level 5. If I don't have a lot of resources, even if it tells me to get it to level 10, even if it says here to go to level 10, I at least try to get it to 5 so I can use the card right away. It obviously won't be as strong because they tell me so right here, but I at least get it to level 5 so I can use it. Level 5 at least gets you started, and then I slowly try to work my way up to 10. We'll go to 5 here. It says 5 here. And let's see if I have enough for 10. I might. Yeah, I do. All right, so here we go. Actually, before I take it to level 10, so you need thumb marks. See right here where I'm tapping? You need thumb marks for all of, I think, everything but groovification. So you'll want to always be stocking up on thumb marks. All right, here we go to level 10. Ooh, so this says here I'll unlock dual magic with Grim if I get it to level 10. Dual magic can really help out in a battle, so I will want to do that, and I have enough. So here we go. All right, so now our spells are maxed out. Now I want to max out the card as much as I possibly can. So here we go. Now, to level this card up even more, you'll want to do the buddy levels. So right here is the buddy levels. So where you can upgrade the buddy levels in this game is, so in this section here. You also can level up their buddy levels right here, where I'm tapping right there. So let's actually Crowley and Grimm's buddy level to 10 here. And you can do it with these items here. I think they're called like spotted tea, friendship tea, something like that. So I personally only drink herbal tea. I don't drink tea with caffeine in it. I love cinnamon tea.
学ぶことはつきませんね。
Or peppermint tea. I love peppermint tea. That is yum. Or ginger tea. I love fresh ginger tea. It is so good. So ideally you would want it to be at 10, but I didn't have enough items, obviously. All right, so that's a really good start, and that will actually get you pretty far to have your cards even up to all that I have here. So the friendship level, I don't know if it affects how well your cards perform. That's in the guest room that you do that. So if I want to, I'm not sure. I don't think I've ran into it. I don't think I've found it really affecting your cards and like giving you a boost or anything in the game. If you know if it does, comment below. I would love to know, and I'm sure other people would love to know. You do get rewards, and you also, well, I'll show you. So a couple things actually. So if you're new to the game and you're wondering what cards to prioritize, what cards should you level up, what I would suggest, and I think it keeps the game fun, and personally this is how I like to play the game. Granted, like I said, I'm not a pro, so probably take it with a grain of salt. Just upgrade the cards that are your favorite or the characters that are your favorite. I feel like and think they've done a really great job at making it possible for all the characters' cards to be strong so that you can enjoy the game like that. I do. This is one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite games ever, is because I can always play with the characters that are my favorite. That would be my first advice for you. Then my other piece of advice would be is I would go through your cards and prioritize making cards stronger that have spells like this. So see how this card here, Idia's Masquerade card here, it has 2 water spells. I would prioritize cards like that, and then cards like this too I would prioritizing leveling up. See how it's a leaf and what they call this, cosmic, I think that's what they call it. I haven't upgraded this one all the way. I need to, want to, I just haven't yet. I would prioritize cards like that. I wouldn't prioritize cards like this one here, because see how it's fire and water. You also have, and like this one here, see how this one is water and leaf. Why I wouldn't prioritize those ones, and I have leveled up a couple cards like these ones, like you see here with Horton. Why I wouldn't suggest prioritizing these cards is because it's really hard in some battles to take these cards into those battles, because yeah, maybe this leaf spell will be strong against a water spell, but their water spell is really bad against your fire one. That's where these cards kind of get frustrating. So that's why I would suggest that I would suggest at least having one card that looks like this in each element. So one for water, one for fire, one for leaf, what are they calling that? One, and then Cosmic doesn't deal a lot of damage per se, but what's awesome about Cosmic is that you never take damage. Well, tons of damage, I should say. You do take a little bit of damage, but you don't take a lot of damage. So if you have cards that have spells that look like this, to prioritize them, because say you go into a battle and you are strong against the fire spells in that battle, but then they have water, you can kind of save your tail by using a cosmic spell, as opposed to the other card I showed you where use a water spell on you and your spell's fire, you're kind of sunk. So that's what I would suggest. So one of the last things I would show you is uncapping level. So right here, this is a card I want to uncap because I'm always starving for fire cards. And this one here has a fire spell right here. So I can turn this one into fire, if that makes sense. So I want to uncap this and these are really hard to come by. So I don't, so that's why I'm using it on this card, because I need this card to be all fire, if that makes sense, not fire water, especially for reasons that I just showed you. So if you uncap, you can get the card to level 100. 2, if you uncap them at level 2, that means you can give them a key to the guest room. 3, you uncap another spell. So if it's a card that you use all the time and you need a level 100 card, you'll want to uncap them. So I will do this now. So that's that section here. All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope that at least gives you a starting point. And hopefully it's less confusing, at least, how to build your teams and your cards. Because that's how you build your teams, is building strong cards. And then you can have strong teams. That really is the secret. When I heard that secret, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And that's how I do things. So that is totally how I build my team. So hopefully that helps. So comment below, what's your favorite card or your favorite character? Did you pull for Crowley or am I the only one? I couldn't help myself. My curiosity got the best of me. If you're not new to my channel, you know that I live for video games that have a lot of story. I can't play the video game if it doesn't have a lot of story. At least not very long. So if you love this, you love the next one on screen. See you over there.